Tuesday morning, July the 2nd. We spent the night in Ouray, Colorado last night in the Ouray Inn. Beautiful, beautiful place. We saw some beautiful scenery coming in. I think we're excited this morning. We're at basically the bottom of the hill of what's called Yankee Basin, and it is a relatively easy trail. There's a lot of photo opportunities on this one. The last mile of it is very difficult, and we won't determine how we feel until we get there. Lori says no. but ultimately, this is a shakedown trip. That's what this is, to see how the old Jeep is running. We are at 7,700 feet at Ouray, and at the base, I've warmed up the carburetor enough to kind of notice that it's idling a little lower than it does back home, probably a little thinner air. So I may have to get out and do some adjustments on the carburetor to fix that in just a little bit. Also, I'm nervous, and I don't know whether it's altitude sickness or whether I'm just giddy about being here. I think it's both. I am struggling to breathe just a little bit. You know, this Mississippi boy is used to very, very thick air, and this morning it was 53 degrees, and it's supposed to get up to a whopping 73 today with 50% humidity. Oh, folks back home, I'm so sorry. I just had to throw that in there.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yes, because I was looking at the weather back home in Mississippi, and there's heat advisories out today. It's supposed to be nearly 100 in Mississippi, and very high humidity. So sorry about that. Wish you were here with us. Okay, we're gonna head up Yankee Basin, get to the trailhead, and see how we're running, and just take it from there. It's our first little stop on Yankee Basin. Y'all forgive me if I'm talking slow. I'm taking deep breaths. My goodness. This may take 10 hours for all the stopping and looking. And we had to stop and let the windshield down. Isn't she so much prettier with the windshield down? I'm talking about you. Yes, you know, all these other Jeeps around here running around with tops on and windshields up, and look, unobstructed view of what we're about to see with that windshield down. Y'all probably can't see it with my glasses, but I'm crying right now. This is so beautiful. Oh, I've waited a long time to build a rig and see this. Let me turn the camera around and show you what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, y'all. The camera, I know, does not do it justice. And we're only 2 miles in the Yankee Basin. Here, let me step over to the edge here. I'm not gonna step too far. Woo. And this is our road, y'all. This is a pretty nice road. I understand it's going to get more narrow, but one slip of the old Jeep, you're gone. It's pretty windy up here as well. But look at that beautiful 1973 CJ5 with that background in that beautiful 1971 Model Y. You look a whole lot better than the Jeep. By the way, I'm a 73 model, so we're all in the same ballpark here together. Okay, y'all, I just made one little adjustment. It was getting to where it wouldn't even idle without me holding my foot on the gas. So I adjusted the idle adjustment just a little bit, and then I adjusted a little bit on the air fuel mixture on the bottom side to kind of lean it up a little bit more. But I caught myself having to stop and rev it up a little bit to clean the gas out. So it's definitely running a little richer in this higher altitude. Thin air, more gas. But we just had a potty break, and we are ready to hit the trail again. Sounds like I'm out of breath, doesn't it? I am. My carburetor is not working well in my throat. To a blue, and I did have to lock the hubs in, and it's grabbing good. We found low gear, and we're just letting the old feller do its work. Are you okay?
Good.
Okay. We're doing fine. We're gonna see how this blue feels for us, and we'll go from there. There's a lot of razors and side-by-sides hitting the trails now. We're having to pull over for. Well, we think we've made it to the top of Yankee Boy Basin. There is a gate, and there's a lot worse washouts up there that Lori said this is the end.
It's the end.
And you know, honestly, I'm glad she said it's the end. We're at 14,000 feet, maybe. Jeep is actually doing good. I have to throttle it down really hard to get it cranked. But once it cranks, it hadn't failed on me yet. We just went over a little rocky situation earlier, and I just had to throttle through it a little bit. It's not graceful because I've got really high gears in this thing, and I was just telling Lori I can't decide whether after this trip that fuel injection is going to be more important or if better gearing will be important. I'm still thinking about keeping this Jeep more roadworthy, so to speak, and my 46 Willys would have been perfect today on all of these trails with that fuel injected 4.3 and the 572 to 1 gears, and then that SM 465 with the granny low in it. I could have just put it in gear and just taken a nap. And then it'll just do it. But look, let me turn the camera around and show you the very top of Yankee Boy Basin. I think we're at the alpine level and we're looking at snow. So yeah, check it out. So there is a Toyota truck that has made it up here with a little camper shell in the back, and I do aspire to have a rig or setup like that someday. Can you imagine going back in here? I don't know if you can camp here or not. Yes, and maybe that's what this spot is for. I don't know. Take out this ledge. What a beautiful picture. This is why they call this area the Switzerland of America. It is just breathtaking. Give you a good 360 pan here. So it took us, I don't know, 3 hours, but that was a lot of stopping, a lot of taking pictures, a lot of just enjoying the moment. And man, how beautiful it is. Beautiful it is. Our God is so good. This is just a little pro tip for you guys. When you put brakes on right before you put it on the trailer to come to the mountains, that's how you park. I'm sure the brakes will be fine, but don't want to chance it way up here, especially with my beautiful wife sitting in that seat over there. You got to take all precautions. So put your wheel in a hole. That's what you got to do. So we are down back from Yankee Boy Basin a good bit, and there's an offshoot trail called Governor's Basin that I think at the end of it there's some old mines and stuff like that. So we're going to head off down Governor Basin for a little ways, and they say there's pretty wildflowers and all kinds of stuff down here. So here we go from this point forward, Governor's Basin. We were doing Governor's Basin, and yeah, nice road. We're high up in elevation now. See no trees up here. Definitely above the alpine level. Lori says we've gone as far as we're going to go. Yeah, half of the road is covered with snow right there, and I might get, no, it gets worse on around the corner. You see the snow still on the road up there. I was trying to get to the point to see that old gold mine, whatever that is over there. I see it.
Just a tiny bit. Alright, you're good. Alright. Alright. Okay. Woo. Backwards, backwards, reverse. Reverse. Alright, punch it hard.
Look at that. Are you talking about the view? Oh, yeah. Okay, y'all, we are overwhelmed with beauty today. We might be overwhelmed with sore necks too. We've done a lot of beating around. We got on the trail about 9 o'clock, and it's about 3 now, so a good solid 6 hours of bouncing around on trails. We did Yankee Boy Basin and Governor's Basin, and as you probably saw earlier in the video, Governor's Basin was shut down a little bit, portion of it, because of the snow. So but that's a solid day, and y'all, I couldn't be any happier with the old Jeep. It didn't stumble one time, did it? Didn't stumble. Temperature has been perfect, oil pressure perfect. Only thing I kind of wished I had is, like I said maybe earlier, a little bit lower gearing. And going up is fine until we get in a situation where I've got to throttle a little bit, and this high altitude is causing the carburetor to stumble a little bit, even though it never went dead. But I think a little bit lower gearing, maybe 411 to 1, would be a perfect scenario for this Jeep. And it's the coming down part where I'm riding the brakes too much. I need more of that torque reverse from the axle, to keep me from braking. But today was a success, and my goodness, it's going to be hard for me to edit this video and be able to edit out a lot of the more beautiful things, because the whole experience was absolutely breathtaking. And I am so glad that we were able to come and do this, especially in an old Jeep. And honestly, we've gotten tons and tons of comments all the way from town to here about asking what year model it was, what kind of Jeep, what engine was in it. And I don't know that a modern Jeep gets that kind of attention like this old Jeep CJ5 has. And I'm so proud of it and the way that it has done. But we're only one day into a 3-day journey, so hang on, and let's make it to the end. You got anything you need to say, Lauren?
No, day one down.
Day one down. I think what we're going to do, you survived.
Yes,
and we're going
to a couple of little minor
right. I think it's the shelf roads that are a little iffy.
The shelves are what raises my anxiety.
And coming down, the shelf was on her side, so.
But he's a great driver, and
well, thank you.
Yeah.
I would never do anything to put my sweet baby in harm.
I know that.
And matter of fact,
it's just the views.
Yes,
Down.
it's hard. It's hard. Makes you nervous. Gives you a little anxiety. So we're going to go back to the hotel room. Maybe put our feet up a little bit, snack some, take a nap. It takes them a leave, so our necks won't be so sore sleeping tonight. And check out Yankee and find a good place to eat and just enjoy ourselves for the evening. Hey, thanks. God bless. Thank you for watching this next episode of Holy Rust Revival.